The very essence of my humanity was being tested, but not by her or even by him, but by my own self. When I said to the intimate, he knew what must be done, I knew I was accepting something that would change the course of my life forever. My offer was simple and yet courageous, reckless, and with an unknown outcome at best, but I meant it when I said I would take both of them into me. Let him reabsorb his daughter with all her consciousness and keep her safe, and I would offer my own body, my mind, to house them both. I would be the total sum of all their memories bound genetically by my aunt, whose love and trials I was only recently made aware of. She tried to take him in, and she perished. Even so, as he described it to me, her death was glorious, and I felt her strength watching over me in these moments of acceptance and offering. I did not fully understand the process of transference fertilization, but I trusted him and allowed myself to enter into this process. Was I awake? No, I was in a dream state, more like a very aware visionary state, and my senses were heightened as the colors began to swirl around me. So many thoughts flooded into me, but the one that seemed to prevail was the knowledge that this was the right and only choice I was making. Are we not the sum of all our own and our ancestors' memories? It was not hard for me to say goodbye, because I was only leaving material things behind me. He called me into him and held me in his protective rotation. Just as he created me, he was bringing me back into him. As things began to disintegrate, I was in the safety of my Creator, and I did not fear. As we began to depart, my last thoughts were of my mother, how she too yielded for love and the deepest trust. I possessed this also, and I do not fear the annihilation of what had been my life. I was only thankful for the opportunity to experience every second. I did not close my eyes, but watched it all break up into nothing, and I never asked where we were going. It really made no difference, as I would be with him, within him, until the day that I would see my mother's radiant face before me. Am I strong enough for what I've chosen to do? Yes, I think I am now. And like small poetic movie clips of my life, the scenes, the battles, and the victories raced before me. Some of these were not even mine, but my prejudice, my weakness, my joys and my failures, the times that I could dance gracefully through the burning coals. But you know, my Aunt Karima lived in me like a presence. I even wondered for a moment if I were not her, reborn. Losing her last life's memories, yes, but somehow still attached to the feelings and the love that she had experienced. Was it by chance I would meet in my own way and learn to love her lover, the intimate? My resistance to her, his daughter, my battles with myself to overcome my fears, the ones I deemed real that weren't, and the ones that haunted me from my past. Who was I in the larger scheme of my family's history? Why so much suffering? To be so compassionate and strong, why so difficult to balance it all? But now it was beginning. I felt his presence close to me, pressing into my mind. I felt her pass through me in light, like warm rays of sun, and I welcomed her with my thoughts. We were becoming interchangeable, and it was a feeling of homecoming. An indescribable beauty surrounded us as we hovered in a state of super-awareness. All of us join closely, but not yet one. Like we still were holding our breaths. I anticipated the last penetration which would fertilize my mind and change me forever, and as he entered into me, in a flash of clarity, I realized my own truth. I am the intimate. I am the intimate. I am the intimate. But what will become of me? You will be a dreamer. Will I be loved? Some will know you and love you. Will I be able to keep my sanity? Yes. You will struggle, but you will keep it. Will I be happy? Yes, I think you will. What will I be? You will be a poet. Will I find the words I need? Yes, and sometimes I will give them to you.